Okay, people. Let me see what I'm finna. Child, I had to think about what I'm finna do before I do it. Duck up under this branch for one. Okay. The pear still looking like something. Still looking like something. I'm shocked. Anyway, I think over here, y'all. So I got a little bit of foolishness planted in some of this stuff, but I think over here, I think I'm gone. See, I got to come back and seed some. See, when I sprinkle that's matter of fact, I'm gonna put a pin. That's what I'm gonna talk to y'all about this video. I see I can't go no longer. See, let me tell you something. These squirrels, especially this time of year, and especially if you live in an area where there's food for the squirrels. For instance, I have a lot of oak trees. They love acorn, and these squirrels around here will hide the acorns, dig the acorns back up, forget where the acorns are, and dig up your stuff, dig up your plants. But I'm not gonna have it. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. For those of y'all talking about, oh, Scotch bonnet's too hot, I can't fold with them. I got it. But look here. Y'all see this here? Take your Scotch bonnet peppers. And if you got seeds, I can provide you some seeds. I think I got extras. But take your Scotch bonnets, dry, you can either let them naturally dry, or what I did, I put my oven on the lowest setting, which was, I think it's 170. That's the lowest setting. I dried them out, and then I put them in a food processor and blended and blitzed them up. If you don't have a food processor, you can't put in the blender. If you don't have a blender, put them in a Ziploc bag and use a skillet or something, anything to beat on that bag and crush them up. It ain't got to be perfect. Just use what you got. Do how you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Do that. And then once you get I just put mine in a jar with a top, because I'm telling you now, when you open this thing up, it's going to make tears come to your eyes. But I'm going to tell you what I do. See, they haven't dug in that anymore, but you see the leaks? They done dug in the leaks. I can't have it. You see how they done uprooted that? That's been completely uprooted. Now I'm going to plant it back in and maybe it'll live. But I know it'll have a better chance if I do this here. You see this? We have to season our gardens. If you don't season, these suckers will come eat everything you got. And don't let you plant no sugar snap peas or any of those type of peas. The green peas. Not cow, I ain't talking about cow pea, which they may dig and eat them up this time of year. How do I know? But I know they've dug up plenty of these here. And I seen some squirrels up on this table yesterday. Now let me tell you how this is gonna work. Unless your squirrel is kin the Speedy Gonzalez now, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little on this table. I know you may be saying, what you sprinkling on the table for? Because to get their ass up here, if they smell this, maybe they'll stay their ass off the table. How this works is, just like dogs and cats. Y'all heard how they say dogs and cats, their sense of smell is more sensitive than ours. They're not lying to you. They sense of smell is way stronger than ours. Sometimes by hundreds of times. Like I think a dog can smell 200 times than a human. It's something crazy like that. When I put this in the food processor and was blending it up, y'all, when I tell you I was in my kitchen, low down hacking, that's how potent and powerful. Now, if that do that to us and make us sneeze, y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes if you got some real hot peppers or black pepper, anything, any of that little stuff get up in your nose, you'll go to hacking and sneezing and trying to, Well, if they sense of smell is way stronger than ours, what you think this do to them? Ward them off. It'll keep them away from your stuff. See, I'm already sneezing. All I did was open up. But I got the season. Ooh, ooh. See how it got me? Oh, sorry, y'all. But I got the season. I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have to close this up. Oh, Lord. I'm at the end of this video. Okay. Ooh. I put the top on, y'all. I put the top on. Woo. When I tell y'all, okay, I think I got control of myself. I think. Ooh, hopefully another fit don't come. But I wanted to show y'all that. So if you got some peppers that you know is too hot and you know you're not going to be interested in eating them because you can't eat them, you don't have no desire to eat them, whatever. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to recover. Whew. That was a spell there. Whew. Anyway, y'all know that to be the case. Grow you some of those hot peppers anyway. Because one plant will give you plenty enough peppers if all you do is season. Because if you remember that harvest a couple of years ago, when I ain't gonna lie, I had more than one plant. But I had several, and I'm gonna try this too. So on this, I know that the butterflies and stuff, I'm gonna use the last little dap on that. I'm gonna see, do that, cover that smell and make it to where it ward those butterflies off. I'm gonna see. Hopefully I don't go back to sneezing. I'm kind of doing this on a day when the wind kind of blowing a little bit. But look here. And we've just been getting cool nights. And look at them old pretty old figs sitting up on this thing. And I got to see about homeboy because he can't take the cold like that. But shoot, it's been 34, 36 and all that. And he been all right. But he also in the cluster of all of this too. And the wind ain't been really whipping. But I'm going to protect that because I ain't going to lose my Jamaican cherry. Look here. The Celeste. Figs. Fig. See them come out? The LSU putting on some leaves. I don't think it's going to put on any figs. It put on so many figs early up in the year that Celeste did not, though. The brown turkeys have just about all but defoliated. Your different figs will defoliate and do different things at different times. Just like any other tree. If you got a bunch of different varieties of apples, pears, peaches, whatever, they don't all fruit and do it and be ripe and stuff at the same time. You can see, like I said, all of my figs are looking good, though. This is all new growth here. This little tip here, that's new growth. And like I said, these were the figs that sometimes I neglected, and the leaves fell off of them. So y'all excuse me. I'm trying to recover. Y'all just don't understand. That took over me for a quick minute. I was caught up. But you see what I'm saying? And y'all may not be as sensitive as I am to all that pepper and stuff. That stuff had me. I'm telling you, when I blended that stuff up, I was a coughing, something was going. I was in and out coughing. Couldn't even come to myself. I was coughing something. I had to just leave out the kitchen. I had to open the window and leave out the kitchen. But y'all, I just kind of wanted to walk through the garden with y'all right quick after I showed y'all that. So I don't think I had showed y'all. See, I had propped that callaloo. The wind got to blowing one day, and I got scared out here. I said, let me give you some bamboo. And y'all see, I dug some little, you can't really tell, but I dug some divots in the ground so they'll stake down in there. And when that wind blow, this bamboo will take the weight of that. It'll take the brunt of that force and not the callaloo itself. I had propped that up, y'all. I can't, look at all that. That's probably, ain't no telling how many, probably tens of thousands of seeds. And and I don't know what I'm gonna do with all them seeds, so I don't need that many seeds, but hey, look, seeds is wealth. I have peanuts on top of the ground. That's this year's peanuts too. I may have season over here too. Cause some squirrels, they like some peanuts. Y'all, I don't know how many peanuts I'm gonna have. If I have a lot of peanuts, I may try to offer y'all peanuts if you want to grow peanuts. I don't really sit up and grow these peanuts to eat. I grow them to companion plant. It gives so much nitrogen and stuff to the beds. And it also, see how low it stays? It's kind of like a ground cover. So say you grow something tall like peppers, put some peanuts around the base. It's not going to hurt them. They get nitrogen from the peanut, and that ground cover help keep your ground a little moist. So you won't have to water as much. I think sometimes people are so scared to really pack their beds and companion plant with something low like a peanut. And then not only that, push come to shove, you get your peanuts out of there. You can parch them, you can boil them, however you like to do your peanut. You can eat them raw if you like. These peanuts taste okay raw. Some of them are not. I'm not a fan of raw. Those are okay. Still been harvesting peppers. I had to tie some of these tomatoes up a couple of 2-3 days ago. Here's a tomato there to show y'all. Still, I'm just, like I said, if I just get a few of these to where they don't even have to be big. I just want to get enough to get seed. I planted all my Zapotec seed, so I wanted enough to get seed out of those. But can y'all see all that garlic didn't come up? All this on this side is the music garlic, what I had planted. Remember y'all what I had bought? And if it's any garlic in the edges, most of that's onion. But some of it, like over there, is garlic. Here is garlic. That's our music on this side, this elephant garlic. Any of this other stuff was coming up. This is elephant garlic. It's garlic in here coming up. I know y'all can't see the peanut, all that coming up. It's garlic there, garlic over there, garlic there. So anytime you have elephant garlic, know that those corms break off in here. I don't know if you can see this. That's a bigger one. But anywhere where you pull at, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have some corms to break off in the soil. And unless you go down in there and get every last one of them, you're going to have garlic in those places. But I don't have a problem with it because garlic does not hinder my other plants. Whatever I be growing, because y'all see how all this stuff in here. Y'all see how all this stuff is. This stuff so tall and big, it pull my poles down and pull everything down. But just like these peas, I got peas, tomatoes, and what else I got in there? It's garlic in there too. See that garlic coming up? See what I'm saying? That garlic been in there all year. So don't be afraid to just put your garlic in and forget about it. It's not going to rot. It ain't going to go nowhere. Just put it in and forget about it. And these out here does say if you want a pepper that's going to continue to bloom and set fruit heavily going into the fall and winter, that's the pepper for you. This one will still fruit and bloom, but it's not blooming quite as much. It has laid off some. It's laid off just a little bit on the blooming. The peppers that are on here are not having a problem at all getting ripe. Your Scotch bonnets, they will continue to bloom. I only have one Scotch bonnet this year. Another pepper that will continue to bloom into the fall if you want a sweet pepper. The peppers aren't huge. I'm going to ask y'all to try to get away from always wanting your peppers to be huge. A lot of times I see the huge peppers, the plants aren't as productive, and I have proof of that in the garden. I'll show it to you. But see this here? This is one, a pepper that just set. But you see, there's a flower. There's a flower. See what I'm saying? And there's probably other flowers. I'm probably just looking over them. But that pepper just set yesterday. It was a flower yesterday. But these honey, Pippin's Golden Honey, they ripen to a beautiful orange. That's really not the final color. I think I have one way over there because I have two of these plants. I think I got one way over in there. But you can see they're purplish. And they're purplish. They're purple. And then they ripen to an orange, which is why they're called golden honey. Beautiful pepper. And as I said, look at the production. They get about the size of one of those big jalapeno. But you can see just dripping with peppers. And you can see this black up against here real good. Here's one that's almost fully. I try to let them get fully ripe. They're full flavored when they're ripe. You can eat them this color. When they're this color here, they just taste like a green bell pepper. So they don't have quite the sweetness. When it says golden honey, these are sweet like honey if you let them get all the way orange. Also, I want my seeds to be, because if I may have a few of these seeds, not a ton, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back and see how many. No, I collected quite a few seeds, so I may have a decent amount of seeds of these, but I try to let them get full maturity too, because uh, I want you guys to have full mature seeds that'll germinate for you. But yeah, I only have 2 of these, and I'm gonna pull these peas down because I want to give that other one over there a fighting chance. I don't know if I'm gonna film me taking these peas down or not. It really ain't nothing to see, to be honest. It's really just gonna be a lot of cutting, pulling, and snatching. I wanted to come over here, so I had to sow some more seeds. So the only seeds what really germinated with any real true success, can y'all see those? These are some seeds that I saved myself. Those were from extra dwarf bok choy. And I got those seeds in the spring when the bok choy, you know, sometimes you bok choy both on you. Well, I let a couple of them both. Those came up. Everything else I put in this bed, did nothing really come up. So I sowed again. I see one coming up. I sold about 2 days ago. I see one coming up there, and then I saw one down here, something right there. But like I said, I only sold 2 days ago or so. Put a bunch of red mustards up there. I haven't seen them come up yet. On your brassicas, y'all, you don't have to wait too long. If they don't come up, usually they come up in 2 to 3 days. If they don't come up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, it ain't coming up. I would say give them 5 to 6 days. If they don't come up by then, they probably not coming up. So there's no need of you keep waiting. Y'all can see some of my starts are doing real good. Some of them still kind of struggling a little bit, but let me say this. Sometimes your stuff be on the struggle bus. I've had brassicas before be on the struggle bus for a real long time, and then they bounce out of it. I don't know if these will or won't. It's not hurting me to leave them here because I'm gonna tell you what I can do. This stuff gets looking crazy. I got more seeds. I just throw seeds. You can see what I'm saying? I ain't studying that. I ain't really, worried about that. Go down over here. I'm probably gonna pull these watermelons up out of here. I'm on the fence whether I should plant some beans or not, like bush beans or pole beans. I'm tempted. I use my bush beans and pole beans. I do harvest them, but I use them as a cover crop in a way too. Once again, those beans to put nitrogen back into the soil. You can just grow beans and don't even pay them no attention. Just let them grow. The okra is slowing down to a point, kind of, because I say that, but for it to be as cool as it's been getting, we've been getting 37-degree nights, 38-degree nights. I'm shocked that it really kind of looked like this, to be honest. Remember those ones I cut off? Those are dry. I don't know if the green ones are dry or not. Let's go over here and walk around. Nope, they're still green. And I may need to put them more in this. Well, this one is dry, so I'll get that one. But oh, there's so many ants right there. I got some diatomaceous reserve for y'all. Y'all just hang tight. Just sit right there. Don't move. I got something for y'all. But yeah, the watermelons ain't gonna do nothing. That other little melon, I sure hate it. A bug got in that melon. And before I could open it and show y'all me eating it or whatever, a bug had got in there and, I mean, just about hollowed out all the inside of the meat and everything. Left the seeds. I did get the seeds out of it, but it hollowed out the melon. Boy, that kind of pissed me off. Those lemon drop melons really are good and really are sweet. They're kind of sweet and tart at the same. It tastes like what it say, like lemon drop, like y'all remember lemon heads, the candy. It remind me of that. It remind me of the lemon head candy. Not exactly, not that artificial lemon taste, but it does remind me of the candy. So, yeah, y'all, I haven't dug my sweet potatoes yet. I will dig them at some point. All this stuff I planted all the way around the edge. If y'all remember, I had gaps and spaces. Stuff didn't come up. Y'all see that all the way down the road. Now I got a gap right in here where it ain't nothing. But y'all see? And then this one, yeah, it's starting to come back up. So the top got broke off, but it's coming back. That garlic there. So everything is looking the way it's supposed to look right now. And I got one last thing, maybe 2, that I want to show you all. And then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. That turmeric, that black turmeric done just about played out over there. Uh, hopefully I got some rhizome. I may or may not plant that in that same spot again. First of all, that mulberry tree was sucking the life out of those beds. When you dig in there, mulberry roots are so tenacious. It's crazy. If you got erosion issues, I would recommend wherever you have the erosion issues, plant a mulberry, because it's going to grow roots so fast and so thick and so tough. That's going to solve your erosion problem. If y'all didn't know, that's part of what trees do. They help stop erosion. Their roots create such a dense network under the ground, so when soil tries to wash away, it's a little harder. On the surface, it still can wash away, but up under the ground, it generally does not. So if y'all didn't know that about trees, now you know. I've been watering this here, these little pans. Ain't jack squat come up. I know I got some peas in here. What's gonna come up? Cause see this here, see that's starting to kind of germinate. Let me put you up under the soil. And sometimes your peas will do that. Get lifted up out of the soil. And I'm gonna come back. I got some more of that stuff. I got to season. Cause them squirrels gonna get in there and eat them things. But I want to show y'all this. And this is a fairly, what I consider a win for me. So I have tried to grow gungo peas. I guess this year is the year of Jamaican foods. I tried callaloo all them years in a row, unsuccessful. Finally got it this year. Y'all want to know what else I got? Now, I was able to grow gungo pea plants. Never got to the peas, though. Look at that. I think in the previous video I had asked y'all, was this going to be some leaves or what was this going to be? Baby, them some blooms all day long. I ain't crazy. They look just like pea, like pea blooms. And then that ain't the only one. I want to tell y'all this. Don't be scared. That's 5 gungo peas in one pot. That pot ain't that big. That's like a 5-gallon pot, I think. That pot ain't that big at all. I started these suckers, then I moved them over here. Your gungo peas do not need a lot of space. Look at this one. This one getting ready to bloom. See, when you grow stuff and then you start noticing what the stuff look like, this one here getting ready to bloom. You can see the difference in the buds and how they supposed to look if you paying attention. And then that way, cause you shouldn't be growing stuff over and over and over. And you talking about, I don't know if. You should be paying attention. Down in here, I can't really show y'all real good because they're so tiny. These are getting ready to bloom. I can tell by the way the blooms just look different than when just a leaf comes out. When just a leaf comes out, it looks like a leaf. But look, when it bloom, gonna get some peas that look like those little red things I showed you. So we'll come up in here. It feel good up in here. Still got a few onion in here. A lot of my onion, like I said, kind of bit the dust, but we still got a few. This pepper here, something been over now. This pepper look like it uprooted its doggone self. I got a little pot out there. I'm gonna plant that in. Pay that no mind. I want to know what that pepper is. It probably ain't got no business. But see, I got some beds and I got some greenhouse cleanup. This greenhouse is a wreck. Look at all this mess and trash and stuff. It's a wreck, honey. And I got to do something about it. But I want to show y'all where I resold peas at. They coming. All of these pea seeds that you see out here, this was all, and I resold that whole tray, and I don't see but really a few coming up. And that may also got to do with, it's so shady back here. But anyway, but y'all see my plants. So when I move my cowpeas up in the front, these will replace them. But I'm gonna take this little baby here. It's got a decent sized root on. Hopefully he don't die. Come on out here with me, baby. Come on, little pepper. I got a pot waiting just for you. Just for you, I got a pot. Look at him waiting. Look at this pot waiting. Just sit right there. Don't go nowhere. Get your little root down in there. Hey, you behave. Okay? And then, now that I got you down in there, I got to get some water on you. Let me go over here and get some water for you. Okay? We're going to see what this little pepper turn out to be. It's a little volunteer, honey. Anytime you reuse your little soil, you never know what you may get. But I'm just going to, it's old school when you do with your hand. That's what you have to do. And that'll drain out. and drain down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set him right there where it get just enough sun, just enough shade. Because I don't want him, he been in that shady greenhouse. I don't want the sun to beat the hell out of him and kill him. So, y'all, I got to burn that down. It's filled for something. Oh, y'all probably wonder what them tires doing there. So, some idiot was coming out of a parking lot and hit me. Thank the Lord. Didn't do no damage to my truck. But he put a hole in one of the tires. Here it is. See this here? He pretty much just hit the tire. And he had insurance or whatever. It was almost time for me to get tires anyway. But long story short, that prompted me to buy the tires. His insurance gonna cut the check. The check is gonna cover the tires. So dude pretty much just paid for the new tires that I was about to buy in a month or so anyway. But y'all know what I'm finna do with them. They're going in the greenhouse. That's 2 new beds. There's 2 new planting beds. Now you know my tail got to figure out where I'm gonna get the soil or whatever to plant, but we'll do and figure out. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. I don't think it's no peas over here, but y'all, I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. It may be a little something to harvest over here. It's still making peas. It's still making peas. It's my compost pile. For those that don't know, I don't play no games. You're gonna put some extra nitrogen in your compost pile by planting these peas in here. See, here go a little something to harvest. Just a little something. Put them in my pocket. But y'all see these green ones? I'm gonna let them go a little further. This is ready though. Look at that. Steadily making. I'm gonna get you out. Come here to me. I'm trying not to break all the rest of the peas out. Look at that. These are those black ones. I can almost tell the difference now when I get them. Here's some more that's ready. Get this out, get that out. I think I see one more over there, a little short one. But yeah, y'all, don't be afraid to plant in compost pile. Especially if we're gonna plant nitrogen fixers. What's it gonna hurt? I don't think it's gonna take too much out of there. I don't think. And I haven't had to fertilize these to do anything to them. And you see I'm steadily harvesting now. I come out here and say, oh, it's a little bit. Hell, every time I reach, I see something there. Okay. Well, y'all, till next time. See you guys later.